Water Wednesdays is on the road today with some of the workers from the non-revenue department of the BWA. This is Sharon Wilson. She is an engineer who heads that department. And you're going to find out a bit about what non-revenue does and about the important and critical work that they do on the outside. Sharon, it's so good to have you on the program. You have your team here. They're already hard at work here in St. Barnabas and they have identified a leak. But before we get to that leak and talking about that, tell us a bit about what the department does.
Well, Shane, the department was established about 3 years ago, and the reason for doing that was to have a department dedicated to reducing non-revenue water and also assisting with the general management of the water resources of the Water Authority. The team is made up of about 14 persons, mostly technicians and a plumbing crew, and their core function is, or one of their core functions is leak detection, which they're doing today. In addition to that, they also install equipment for monitoring pressures and flows in the distribution system, analyzing that pressure and flow data, marking of mains, amongst other things.
And your team works closely with the team of the distribution department of the BWA as well.
Oftentimes the distribution department may require assistance from the non-revenue water department to pinpoint the exact location of a leak. There may be a leak, there may be water ponding, but that does not necessarily mean that that is the exact location of the leak. So the team would come in, use the various types of equipment and pinpoint the actual position of the leak.
So we know that leaks are a big problem for the Barbados Water Authority and by extension the public. Everyone hates to see a leak and they would try to call the Barbados Water Authority when they can to report it. Tell us about what is an uphill battle for you in addressing this problem and helping to address this for the Barbados Water Authority and by extension the country, because it's all about protecting our resource.
Okay, so there are two types of leaks, leak detection I should say. There's active leak detection and there's passive leak detection. When a customer calls in to say that they suspect a leak, that is passive leak detection. And the guys would come out and if they need assistance, come out and listen to the main using the acoustic leak detector most times. There's active leak detection where we plan what we're going to do in advance. We don't want to respond to a leak. We employ technologies that would allow us to pick up leaks before they actually come to the surface, so you can deal with it before it becomes a big issue.
Okay. Now Sharon, there are some areas in Barbados which have been seeing low pressure and in some cases outages, and the non-revenue department has been doing a job to address that. And there's also a survey that was released a couple of years back speaking to the level of non-revenue water, the level of loss of water from our mains in Barbados, and it was somewhere around 60%. But I understand that there has been some improvement.
Yes, Shane. Last year our average was actually down to 41%. On a month-to-month basis, our non-revenue water levels tend to be between 30 and 40%. And I would say this is mostly due to replacement of mains and also projects dedicated to repairing services in particular, from which most of our water can be lost due to the runtime of leaks.
Okay, and those communities which would have been affected, I know some would be in Christchurch.
Yes.
And to the south of the island, and up north there are some issues there as well.
Yeah, one particular community in Christchurch has been crying out for low pressure and outage for a period of months, and we have come up with a possible solution which we plan to implement with the assistance of our distribution department. And that solution is all actually brought to our attention by our senior technician, Mr. Sam King, and we think that this will bring relief to those persons. So yes, we'll be working with our distribution department to implement this change to our distribution network.
So we're working right through Christmas, and of course you can get those updates about what will happen to improve the services and of course the delivery of water to your homes right here on Water Wednesdays. To view this or a previous episode again, please visit our website www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. Please go to our Facebook or Instagram pages. You can get additional information there, or just at Water Wednesdays in YouTube, you can find us there.